What's up, collectors and Transformers enthusiasts? Today we're going to be taking a look at some actual good pictures of Transformers WFC Cybertron Kingdom Slammer. Jumping straight into the itty bitties of this guy, man. Oh my god, I said it before and I said it again, this guy caught me by surprise. I didn't expect to like him as much as I do. In the past I already did a video on him, but the picture was so garbage and so trash, you barely could appreciate, the details that he was rocking. But now you can see that everything looks fantastic, man. The sculpted and detail looks incredible, not to mention that paint distribution looks fantastic. The only thing that I don't like of the paint distribution is the eye visors. That kind of blue, I don't know, it doesn't fit in well. It looks so good, so menacing, and the blue pops so much, and I don't know, I don't like it. But other than that, the whole thing, man, from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet looks just astonishing. You can see that the sculpted and detail on the hands is pretty much molded into the other pet port, so you can go ahead and put a cannon, you can put a sword in there. As long as has a pet port in it, you can go ahead and pick it in, and that's pretty much it. You can pretty much, this is a Lego Transformer, so it's up to personal preference. But for the other hand, you can see the cannon barrel, and it looks incredible as well. You can see that the color distribution looks fantastic. The black and the red really mix well together, and it's just overall, I see this and it reminds me of all those Lego Transformers that we got on Air Rides, and just it gets me excited. And now for a closer look, so you can appreciate a little bit more of the sculpted and detail. I love how everything looks. It's just the Autobot logo on the metal, the front of the Tacmo as the chest, and you can see the mechanics and robotics. Everything looks fantastic. The only thing that kind of weirds me out is just the face coat, man. It kind of looks lazy. Everything looks menacing, everything looks cool, but you see the face coat is kind of 50-50 due to that bluish window visor that he has for an eye. It's just, I don't know, man, I just don't like it. If I was one of those that modifies their figures, I would paint that kind of grayish, maybe dark gray or something like that, just to make it look a little bit more menacing and a little bit more together with the actual paintwork that he has. For some other angles on the back, so you can see if it has a backpack or not. You can see that he has a backpack though, and I hate backpacks, but you can go ahead and detach it if you want. Remember, this is a Lego Transformer. You can go ahead and break it down, put it apart, and just do whatever you want. There's some pieces that don't come apart, but there are others that do. For example, that backpack there, it does detach, and you can go ahead and display it without it or with the backpack itself. You see some other gaps as well, but it's kind of normal for this, and I believe that is due to transformation. When you go ahead and fold the legs, it has to have that gap to fold the upper leg into the under leg to transform it into the Tacmo. But other than that, man, everything looked fantastic. It even has some sculpted and detail from the back, so I'm not complaining. If all that was not enough to convince you, he also is rocking some nice articulation for posability. You can pull off pretty much any poster you want, and you guys know that I like that. I love taking pictures, doing b-rolls, doing displays. I just love it. If the figure itself cannot move, it's just not worth it for me. I do the review and put it on the box and the play on the box. I just don't use the figure at all, because it's just, you can play with it. It's no mobile, just had barely any mobility, just any articulation whatsoever. But for this guy, you can see that he has a waist swivel, the arms can extend really well, 360 degrees on the face coat and on the arms, the legs, 90-degree angle. You can see some ankle pivoting as well, so it's just not that bad. And I can see that for the splits, it has 100% split. So man, you can do whatever you want with this guy. You can do some nice b-rolls, you can recreate some nice scenes, you can put it fight it with the other Decepticons, just on any Autobots. You can do pretty much whatever you want. Before we proceed to the Tacmo, one thing to mention is that cannon right there. You can go ahead and swap it on each arm. It doesn't matter left or right, it's up to personal preference as well. And now for the tank mode, you can see that it translates really well into the actual tank mode. It looks really accurate to an actual real life tank, and it looks amazing. You can see that for the sculpted and detail, it also translates really well. You can see the wheels and the paddles on the back as well as underneath, and it looks just amazing. The Autobot logo translates into the front of the tank mode. That's why I was saying that that is exactly the front of the tank mode previously when I was discussing the raw mode. You can see that the actual cannon translates as well really well, and just the color distribution is amazing, man. The only thing that I don't like is that screw right there. It's just poking at you, and I don't know, it's on a weird spot, to say the least. You can see some pet ports on the side as well, so you can go ahead and pick some other weaponry if you want, as well as in the top of the tank mode. Moving on to the opposite side, you can see that pretty much everything is exactly the same. The only thing that I don't like on this side is that red thingamajig when it says hashtag T0A something something something. I don't know why they decided to put that there. It's so awkward, and it's red, so it pops way too much, and it's just, I don't know, I just don't like it. It looks awkward, it looks out of place. And now, last but not least, for comparison so you can appreciate the scale and how it looks next to some other Autobots and Decepticons. You can see that with Warpath it looks amazing on tech mode. They can display really well, and now I have some awesome ideas of how can I do, you know, some displays, some b-roll next to those two. For me, it's a must-have. I'm gonna go ahead and review it, so you're gonna see it, you know, whenever I do the review, you're gonna see the b-rolls and the pictures. But the other guy, I completely forgot his name, Centurion maybe, I don't know, but with him it looks fantastic as well. They scale really well together, and I believe that is another Lego Transformer. I don't know if my mind is bamboozling me. Leave that on the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe that is another Lego Transformer. But you can see that they look fantastic, man. They look off the charts and they scale really well together. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for the entire thing. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm really interested to see and know your opinion on the subject, what you think about this guy, if you're gonna go ahead and pick him up or it's just a pass for you. Leave that on the comments. But that's pretty much it for the whole thing. I hope you enjoy. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps you to algorithm and helps my videos get out there and wow. So if you get any value out of my content, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. But this is pretty much it for Transformers WFC Cybertron Kingdom Slammer.